30 March 2025. Tulsi Gabbard as DNI. And during the USA 2020 elections, I saw a video of Tulsi Gabbard's speech, Build, Don't Bomb, a New Foreign Policy. I believe that Tulsi Gabbard was genuine in that video and was 100% genuine in that video. Her military career and political career elevated since that time. Her passivity had to be sidelined to attain the the military rank that she attained of lieutenant colonel. I support Tulsi Gabbard's decision to lead the political party because of the Hillary Clinton-Tulsi Gabbard feud that exists within the political party. Tulsi Gabbard thinks that's the right thing. If she thinks that was the right move for her, good for her. That's her choice. I don't know her personally or anything, so I don't know her realities. But everything she's done during the 2020 election, I 100% support. After the USA 2020 election, Tulsi Gabbard seemed to have changed her political stance, especially in terms of being anti-democratic party. I do not follow that path with her as much as I did not follow Hillary Clinton's path after they left the White House, enemies at the gate mentality. Even though that was the truth, that mentality resulted in the Hillary Clinton-Tulsi Gabbard feud that exists within the Democratic Party. So I don't know where Tulsi Gabbard stands politically anymore. Have I been duped back in 2020 AD? Maybe yes, maybe no. I was 3 years old when Buzz Aldrin walked on the moon. I grew up watching USA News and World News events, paying close attention. Richard Nixon, recognition of Red China, the hoopla that the Democratic Party unleashed because of that. China's going to do this. China's going to do everything that the Democratic Party said was going to happen. The Democrats said back in the 1970s when Richard Nixon recognized Red China as a nation has occurred. The only other time that the Republican Party had raised the hoopla in my lifetime was when Barack Obama had his Affordable Care Act. And the Republicans were saying, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. All the bad things that were going to happen. The only time those bad things happened with the Barack Obama's Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare, was when the United States refused to embrace the entire policy. When they opted out of sections of Obamacare, or the Affordable Care Act, bad things happened. So, the Watergate scandal, the Black Star Rebellion in Germany, okay, the genocidal civil wars of Africa in the 1960s, in the 1970s, in the 1980s. 3 different genocidal civil wars within Africa. Martin Luther King's assassination, okay, the Tet Offensive. I saw that as live news events. On TV. The chaos that was in the 1970s. My mom's father and my mom's grandfather were USA military people. And they were bitching and complaining about how the United States was fighting Vietnam with one arm tied behind their backs. They were saying, bitching and complaining about the hippies and the flower children running around. I was a flower child wannabe. They did not like me because of that. So I ruffled their feathers a lot. But so when George W. Bush did his war against terrorism BS, and Tulsi Gabbard and her generation went into okay, we're going to fight Al Qaeda. Let's go get him and get rid of him. They were lied to, just like the American people were lied to by the United States government, by the U.S. military, by the U.S. corporations about what was going on in Vietnam. Vietnam soldiers exposed to Agent Orange were still, in the 1970s, were still fighting for medical care from the VA in the 1990s. Okay, so I was of age in 2000. I was old enough to say I want to go and fight for the war. I was on the older end of the registry group if I wanted to. But I listened to the news about the evidence that Saddam Hussein in Iraq had WMDs. I said, wait a minute, this does not make sense. How do we know? We haven't been in Iraq for 5 years. Okay, we don't have that level of intelligence. Okay, we, in the 1980s, the United States, via the CIA, put Saddam Hussein in power during the Iran-Iraq War in the 1980s. Okay? So, he was our responsibility. Saddam Hussein was the United States' responsibility. And we took him out. We put him in power, and we took him out of power. I feel for Tulsi Gabbard. Her father was in the leadership of the Cure the Gay movement. She, I am a third generation Wisconsinite. I've been living in Texas since I was 13 years old. I'm 60 years old. So she's in a bad group of people. Trying to do what she can based on what she believes in. I believe that. I believe she's genuine and wanting to make things right and do right for America. I don't think she has a political agenda like to cure the gay movement or trying to control the Middle East, whatever. Okay, and but I don't know. That's all I have to say about Tulsi Gabbard as DNI. And I, okay, she, she needs to step up. She has the balls. She can do it. I believe that, and that's why I voted for her, and the primary, and in the general election. However, in the general election, she did not have a vice president candidate, and I didn't put Bernie Sanders as her vice president candidate, so I don't know if my vote counted or not. But yeah, Tulsi Gabbard, I think, can do the job. She's just there's political alliances that she's got to dance around with.